can kind of see it.
Hope we get some fair first.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice.
Oh, I need my hat. Oh yeah.
Y'all Tulsa guys need to step it up.
When we get storm. What up? Hello, hot game, cuz.
Where's Pasta? First call. Tulsa crew. Here we go. Hart's location. Wow. Jeez. 1772. Granted 1772.
1772?
We made it.
Nice. This is awesome. This is fucking awesome. Go ahead, I get the door.
So walk into this room.
Yeah, this is not allowed in this room. That'll be this room. Do you have your camera so we can use it again? Okay. Do you have your camera so I can put it in?
All right, these are the change forms. Okay. You got the change forms. Those are.
Okay, now I have to ask you to stay outside this room because
Because the door salon is truly
You got really, sorry. You got really searched for her name, but she's down here below Michael Ellinger. At least she's above Ben Lieberman.
Welcome back to the Convo Couch, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Hart's location, which is in North New Hampshire. And what's special about this location? It is one of 3 towns to vote first in New Hampshire, the primary. They always do it during the general, but they even do it for the primary. This particular town has 43 registered voters. The other towns are a little bit smaller, but this one is big for that size. And what it's all about, it's really symbolic. This is where the United States started. This is where we had the battle in Concord, New Hampshire, so much history. And now Hart's location gets to vote first today. And you're going to get results right off the bat. Who will win? Bernie, Tulsi, Yang, Buttigieg, Warren. We don't know, but we are here to cover it live for you on the Convo Couch. Tune in as we get the results and we'll give them to you later. Welcome back to the Convo Couch, ladies and gentlemen. I am Pasta Jardula.
And I'm Fiorella.
And we are here at Hart's location, New Hampshire, Northern New Hampshire. Fiorella, what are you thinking about this tonight? This is pretty cool, no?
This is really interesting. We thought there would be absolutely no one here. Johnny was driving down and he's like, I don't think there's going to be anyone here. I think this is the wrong road. And look at all these people that are here. It's crazy. And I just found out that if they don't vote, there's a guy that comes and hunts them down to make sure they vote. So if you live in this town, you have to vote. So this is why they have such a turnout all the time, and they have more people than usual right now. So
we got C-SPAN in the house. There's a little mainstream media over there, NBC, but the Convo Couch looks like we're the only independent media in the house with the MCSC network. Niko's over there commiserating. It's going to be a fun time. In less than a half hour, in about 20 minutes, the first vote will be casted, fam. What are you expecting over here? You've been around town. You see these people. What are you thinking?
I don't know. I don't know what to think. I think there is some Joe Biden here, from what I've been hearing. I think there's going to be some probably less Sanders supporters here. That's what I'm feeling from the demographic of the people here. I feel like it's going to lean a little bit more conservative. So we'll see. Yeah,
we'll see what's going to happen. But we'll hear the Convo Couch. We'll keep you updated. As soon as we know, we'll let you know. Welcome back to the Convo Couch, ladies and gentlemen. Who am I with here?
Nancy Holmes.
Nancy Holmes, where are you from?
Hart's location.
And that's where we're at. So how many times have you done this before in the past?
Oh, 3. I don't. I've been here full time about 15 years, but we've owned the property for 45.
Yeah?
Yeah, we built our house.
Well, that's awesome. Are you excited about tonight's vote?
Oh, yeah, it's always fun.
Well, I'm so glad you're here. Do you think you got a couple people in mind? I don't want to know who, but you have a couple people in mind?
I have a couple in mind.
All right. Well, thank you very much, and hopefully we'll get to see who you vote for, and good luck.
Okay, thank you.
Timekeeper will announce the countdown, and we will go than he says. Okay, Wes will orchestrate the lineup. We are going to have people part the waters a little bit for the voters to line up.
Maybe 8 minutes or so of, we'll start lining up.
Okay, it's 1/4 now, so we've got 15 minutes.
Good.
That's what I said. I appreciate you being so weird and looking up the weirdest things ever, because I would have never thought about this. I would have never like, oh man, let's go watch the first votes ever be cast. Yeah, that's a good idea. Never. Never thought
Oh yeah. Yes. Can a Republican vote in the Democratic primary? Right. A Republican could switch their.
They would have had to, not tonight, they would have had to do that previously at the last checklist session.
So the Democrats must come and vote, but the independents, they're kind of like, you don't track them down as much? Yeah, you do.
But we have to account for all of our voters.
Yeah.
So, in order to hold the midnight vote and close the polls, we have to account for 100%.
We're from the Convo Couch from California, and my partner's from Miami.
Well, welcome.
Would you like to interview with us?
I'm Tom East from the Comedy Daily Sun, so I'm covering it, but they nicely, because I covered it when they brought it back in '96. So they asked me to be the honorary time. So I know we journalists aren't supposed to get involved, but it's an honor to get to be the official timekeeper. You know,
that's awesome.
It's an awesome responsibility.
So you said they brought it back in '96. How long?
'96. Yeah, they did it for the railroad workers originally because they couldn't vote during the day.
Yeah.
So they did this in '52, and then they got tired supposedly of all the, press, no offense, right? So anyway, and then they brought it back. Ed Butler and Les Schuff run the Notchlin Inn, and they're the moderators and selectmen. They, with the townspeople, brought it back in '96, and so it's happened every 4 years, and they compete with Dixville Notch and Mill Street. So it's great, and they take a vote at town meeting that they want to keep it going, and so far they have.
That's awesome. So how long have you been the honorary timekeeper for?
The last 3 cycles, and so what I was told, they got 13 Democrats, 15 Republicans, 16 independents.
And it's awesome. Can a Republican vote in the Democratic primary or no?
An independent can vote in Republican, but a Republican can't.
But a Republican could switch their...
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
They would have had to do it.
All right.
But so
at the last checklist session.
Right.
Okay.
So an independent has, the ability to go either Democrat or Republican.
So the Democrats must come and vote, but the independents, they're kind of like, you don't track them down as much, or yeah, you do?
Well, we have to account for all of our voters. So in order to hold the midnight vote and close the polls, we have to account for 100% of our voter checklist. So we send out a letter a few weeks before the event, and we ask people to reply either that they're going to vote in person, that they are going to vote by absentee ballot, or in some cases people will choose to exercise their right not to vote, and they sign an affidavit saying that they're not going to be here. And that way we've accounted for our entire voter checklist, and then we're able to close the polls.
You said you had one voter outstanding. Did you find that voter?
No, so that vote, well, the one voter I was looking for is here. So everyone who's on our checklist is present and accounted for, or has voted absentee, or has signed the affidavit saying that they're not going to vote.
So we can say play ball soon, right?
We are soon to be there.
Ah, awesome.
Yep.
Are we lining up?
We're getting there.
I think that Tulsa's going to do well here. They were like, I think that Tulsa's going to do well here. One was like, oh, I don't know. He's like, no. He said, I think Tulsa's going to do well in New Hampshire. And I think it was one of the residents who said it. Uh-oh. We're gonna see. We're gonna see, man. They know that she's been spending a lot of time up here.
Am I the first Hispanic here?
The city select. Oh my. The town select said that the town has noticed that Tulsa spent a lot of time in New Hampshire. The town, this town of 41 people, noticed. So it's gonna be interesting.
It's the message of aloha.
Heads up, everyone. The moderator would like to speak to everyone.
If you can line them up while I'm doing it.
Okay, it's great. This is Les Schoaf. He's our moderator. He is the master of the election tonight. And I am going to be lining up voters alphabetically. Kelly, you're going to be behind Nancy Hayes. Okay. Dora, you're going to be behind Kelly.
Kelly.
Good luck. Troy,
Get to be behind.
you're going to be behind Dora. I'm going to be behind you, Troy. John, you're going to be behind me. Christine, how's this working for the checklist?
We're going to go first.
You're all going to go first?
They will revolve through.
Okay. Michael, you're going to be behind John. Is John? That John. All right. Yeah, and let's see. Nancy. Katie's voting up front. So, John, you're gonna be behind Michael. Where's Guy? Is Guy outside?
Yeah, he was out.
Right.
You want me to get him?
Yeah, would you please? So everybody know where they're going to be in this lineup? Okay. And I'm between the two of you. And Guy, you're second to last in the line.
Oh, really?
Where's the end? Well, we're winding up now. You're going to be in front of David Shagru. So you're right here between Maria and David.
For those of you who've done this before, it's basically the same routine. For those of you who haven't done it before, you'll listen up. You are already in line, and we always ask the eldest resident to go first, which is actually Nancy Holmes. But Ed Butler is going to precede her because we're also going to use the
one for all.
Yes, the booth for the disabled this year, so we can use it within an actual election. Okay, may the force be with us. Now, as you come through, you'll come this side of the table, and you'll tell the gals at the checklist your name. Even if you think they know your name, tell them your name. Tell them which party you're voting for, and they'll give you the ballot. Then go to any one of the available booths and mark the ballot. Fill in the little disc, just like in school. And no, computers aren't checking it, but they keep telling us, and that's what all the signs say. Fill in the, don't put X's, don't put swirls, color it in. And then when you come back around, so you're gonna go counterclockwise, come this way. I'll be standing here, hopefully, and you're gonna hand me your ballot, and you're gonna tell me your name again. And I'm gonna repeat your name again as you hand me your ballot and put it in the box. And this is so the checklist can check you off coming in and going out. And hopefully at the end of the night, while you're all going home to bed, we're gonna match the ballots with the names and it's all gonna work out, okay? Any questions on that? As you go out after you've voted, you'll be given one of these, and we'd hope that you wear it, if not tonight to bed, tomorrow morning when you go out in the public. All right? Any questions?
5 minutes to go.
Thank you. Tom Eastman from Conway Sun is doing the timing for us again. Ed, Nancy, if any of the gals are moving up to vote, they're trying to rotate between you so we can keep moving at the table. This whole thing will be over in less time than it took me to tell you.
Just a note that the ballots are not in alphabetical order. So take a minute right now, they're hanging up to sort of locate
There are
where
sample ballots here.
your candidate might be on the list so that it will take you less time to actually fill in.
And the Republicans and the Democrats are both loaded with candidates.
Yeah.
So take a look. And for those of you who asked, they are not only not in alphabetical order, but they're sorted different places around the state. So our ballots would not necessarily be in the same order as the ballot in Claremont. Okay. The other thing, I'll call as soon as Tom gives us the notice that we're ready to go. I'll open the polls. You need to stick around long enough for everyone to have voted, because then I need to have a motion to close the polls. And we'll take the motion, you'll vote yes to close the polls, like we said, hopefully, and we'll do the tally. We'll do a preliminary total, and that is because we have to stay to certify the vote, and that may take quite a while. But we should give you, we had a 99% chance of getting it right, so. Oh yes, if you're undeclared voters, and you're voting, declaring a party when you come in, you can get a what do we call this? Election party affiliation change form before you go out. And you can fill this in after the election tonight, or return it tomorrow. This puts you back to undeclared if that's what you want. If you want to keep that party affiliation through the national election in November, you don't have to do anything, because you will be registered under the party that you took tonight if you don't change back, okay? Any other questions? Observations?
I'd have you.
Okay. All right, folks, we'll cut chicken down.
Can we do it? Kelly, who cares about the economy?
I know.
I'm not going to out her, though. It's not
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo!
The voting begins.
long time.
Good luck.
Can't cross the line.
I definitely start that.
Source, the camera room. Just making sure you see the other camera in the room.
Troy DeGallo. Troy DeGallo. Kelly Corner. Nancy Holmes. Thank you.
We'll do it after. Well, here, if you want it, you can take that.
Hi, good. How are you?
Mark Tindor.
Mark Tindor.
Are you an undeclared voter? Okay, down the way out.
John Gallagher.
Are you an undeclared voter?
Republican.
You don't need a slip.
Dora DeMarco. Mike Linsky.
You guys undeclared? The line's done?
I'm going to go.
Maria.
Undeclared?
Ed Butler. John McKinnon.
John?
Have you voted? Your name's Rick.
I think so. Go ahead, Susie. Yeah? All right.
Mostly Democrats. I've spoken to a third of the people voting, around 6 people, and all of them are running on the Democratic ticket. You can, of course, vote for what the primary issue is, but it seems like most people here are voting again on that Democratic ticket. The top issues here, public climate change, most importantly, everyone that I spoke to said beating Donald Trump.
Susie, go ahead. Susie, did you vote?
No, she's already undecided. At least claiming they're undecided. A lot of people tell us they will let us know.
Okay. Last one.
Susie Wilder.
Okay.
Your attention, please. Hart's location, has everyone voted that intends to vote?
Yeah, they just finished.
Yes. All right, may I have a motion to close the polls? Approve, all in favor? Aye. Opposed? Closed.
Time
to the polls
Okay. Now we have 3 minutes. Count them. I'm going to count them.
Can he come in there now? Excuse me, sir? Can our guy come in now? Not yet. We're about to count the ballots. Once we have the votes and announce the total, you can come in.
Oh, understand.
You don't need to worry about that long. I just wanted to make sure that.
Oh,
What do we got now for the?
Get you a guess. 4 Republican, 2, 3, 5 Republican.
17.
Yep. Those are Republicans, these are Dems.
Looks like there's more Republicans than Democrats.
These are Republicans.
Okay.
Say that again.
No, these, we can't. I'm just sorting.
Oh, okay.
You can open them.
It needs to be sorted.
Yeah.
There we go. I'm sorry. I'm going to work on this file.
Do you have the pink sheets and the blue sheets for the tallies over there? If you can get those out. You sort these out.
Okay, so we're just, we can just let them all
What about those? They need to be unfolded.
These are the tally sheets. I'll take a pencil.
That's a vote that's also voting.
And we'll just take it off.
Okay. Yeah.
It's a vote for Biden.
There you go. Yep.
Okay.
All accounted for.
All right. And if as we count them in, separate them. separate them into absentee so that we can total them out faster at the end. So, because it says absentee. All right. So are you going to do Republican or are you going to do Democrat?
I'll do
All right. So you want to read off for...
Here, a little bit. Just read off and I'll mark in.
You do more of the Dems. Okay, so they're all... Yeah, so just, I don't even worry about just do the count right there.
These are out there.
And separate them by grouping, so if we have to recount, we can just do it that way. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Mary Maxwell. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Bill Weld. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Bill Weld. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Bill Weld. Just write it
Yep. Well, you can see we're counting now. It looks like a lot of those right-hand ballots, the Republican ballots are sort of painted to reddish ones, the Democrats are the blue ones. Standing up there is Katie. She's the town clerk. She's married, actually, to Les, who's the moderator, who's currently counting those Republican ballots. Again, we should have a result here in the next few minutes. That will be the unofficial result, at which point they will unceremoniously boot us out of the smallest room in New Hampshire, and they will certify those results. And look, as Steve was saying, a lot of these candidates come up here and they meet these voters frankly, because this news cycle will go for like 17 hours, and those results will just be scrolling on the bottom of the screen. So people here, not just the candidates, take this very seriously.
No, this one's not.
Okay, what is Bill Weld? So I have...
Right.
And one Mary Maxwell.
Obviously.
Your totals. So what you're saying here is we got 6 2 senators, 1 star, 4 close to 1 Biden, and 1 Catholic. All right, so the preliminary vote is on the Republican ticket. Bill Weld for, Mary Maxwell 1,
I'm just going to put the microphone right here.
And Donald Trump, 15.
All right, so Donald Trump has won the vote here on the Republican side, 15 to Bill Wells, 4 to Mary Maxwell out of Concord, New Hampshire, 1 to
And on the Democratic ticket, Klobuchar, 6. Sanders, 2. Tom Steyer, 1. Elizabeth Warren, 4. Andrew Yang, 3. Joe Biden, 1. And Tulsi Gabbard, 1.
Who got 6?
So that's Amy Klobuchar. Amy Klobuchar, 6. Elizabeth Warren with 4 in second place. Andrew Yang finishing in third place with 3 votes, Brian. So on the Democratic side, Amy Klobuchar has taken Hart's location, and Donald Trump has taken it on the Republican side.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Convo Couch, MCSC Network. I'm here with Niko House. Niko, your first reaction about Tulsi Gabbard getting on the scoreboard and Buttigieg getting shutting out, and more importantly, Klobuchar getting the most votes with 4.
Well, I'm not surprised by Klobuchar.
She got 6.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by Klobuchar. Klobuchar is practical, and although you might not agree with her approach, she is genuine. You don't question whether she's has nefarious intentions, but she just is who she is. You accept it or you don't. I'm not surprised by Tulsi getting a vote. I feel like it's very impressive considering how much she's been oppressed and suppressed this entire election, that her reach was able to get all the way up here. And it's amazing, and people still genuinely like her. There was no animosity towards her from either the Republicans or the Democrats in this town, which is awesome to see. Now, Buttigieg getting 0.
Stop smiling.
No. Buttigieg got 0. Oh, Tulsi tied with Biden, who's supposed to be in what, 3rd place right now? Yeah. Roughly 3rd or 4th place. Yeah. So, if her reach was able to reach this far, and then Buttigieg, with all the money he spent, with all the claims that he is in 1st or 2nd place in any given area, it's interesting to see that even with all the money he's been getting, he got 0 votes, because these people up here, like a lot of New Hampshire voters, they want somebody who at least can pretend to be genuine, and Buttigieg can't even manage to achieve that. So I think this is a pretty huge indication of what we're going to see going forward. Not necessarily like the breakdown of the percentages, because I would say this is probably a conservative town, but if this is an indication of how much the establishment is not going to perform how they thought they were, this might be some bad news for them, but good news for us.
Convo Couch out.